Hey Alex, look, for Bitcoin, I'm kind of neutral. So let's get right to the charts. And this is what I'm looking at, what I see. Sorry about that sound. All right, continuing on here. See August 22nd. That's the date that I'll be more deciding if the market is going to continue upwards or if it's going to continue downwards, right? So that's basically all I have to say today. I think that the market could do something like this, very short term, but I don't think there's a use for us to be something like this. I don't think there's a use for us to be looking at it today because it's not doing anything. It's not really showing us anything until August 22nd, maybe August 21st. That's tomorrow. Okay, so in 2 days. That's basically all I have to say for this specific video. We can talk about volume and what's been happening with with the market makers, as we've talked about earlier, before. So this to me was a short squeeze, but this top right here, right, this box zone right here is a possible distribution. Okay, which means that they're selling. Although this indicator here is called the volume average, volume price average, and there's a lot of volume right here in this zone. If we start popping above, like getting above 1,850, let's call it, which I believe we will, I think that we're going to get a sharp move upwards. So if you wanted to do a small trade, I think it'd be all right, but I think it's dangerous at this point, as I believe we're going to get a sharp reversal to the downside within the next few days. I have more indicators and more charts, but I want to keep it simple here. On the daily chart, let's take a look at the weekly chart here. The weekly chart, we're getting one of these candles here, which is kind of indecision at this point. I don't have any moving averages here. And here's the monthly. We have 11 more days. We have 3 more days, 3 hours to close here, and about 12,050. If we start to close above here, then for sure, we're in confirmation of a bull market once again. But right now, I'm very neutral on the market until August 22nd. Okay, until August 22nd. So I'll keep you updated for that. I just want to show you one more thing here with the volume. In regards to volume, this one here, this thing, if it'll load for us. Yeah, it needs to load. Okay, there you go. So this was another kind of accumulation pattern. So the question you always have to have at the back of your mind, are the market makers, like the whales, the big fellas that have a lot of money, are they buying or are they selling? Now, for the whole price history of Bitcoin, we can argue that they're selling because they bought it at $400, right? Something like that. But for the recent shorter term, we have to really uncover, okay, what's going on here? So we have some selling here. And this is what we were talking about just a few minutes ago, the short squeeze. So people that were short here, bang, they got out and they actually went long. So this is called, in my opinion, a possible distribution pattern. Okay, we also have some more resistance to the left side here. So I'm trading these other coins up here because they're very volatile. And I just want to show you one last thing here before we go, and it's this volume profile. I believe that we have to retest this zone right here. So I believe that we're going to come down like this. I retest that, okay, something like this. That's what I think is going to happen. And so yeah, stay tuned. I'll try to make another video either tomorrow or August 22nd. So very stay tuned. When the market moves, it likes to move fast. Okay, it likes to move fast, especially to the downside. So be very careful. With that, I'll let you know if my bias up or down starts to change. But right now, I'm saying my bias is sideways. I'm neutral on the market, Bitcoin.